Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and it's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's time for our weekly news roundup for week 44. Now I just want to start by saying happy Halloween. I hope you all have some fun, safe plans for this evening. Now this week in news was a doozy. Not a whole lot of good news, but there is a lot to cover. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Our first and largest story of the week, of course, is the delay of Cyberpunk 2077. On October 27th of this week, this tweet was dropped. We have important news to share with you. Hey everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. 3 weeks. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely there are many emotions and questions in your head, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apology. And then it goes on to basically explain that the game has been delayed because of testing on the next-gen consoles and PC. I did a little digging, and really the game looks like it's ready for PC, but it is not ready for next-gen consoles. So they have decided to push it back again. I literally don't even know how many times this game is postponed, but I do want to humbly apologize to anybody that watches my weekly news roundups. A couple weeks ago, I talked about that this game has officially gone gold. And normally when a game goes gold, 99.9% of the times it does not get delayed. It means the game is in production, wrapped up. This game got delayed after going gold. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. But there is more to this story. Check this out. Moving down. Cyberpunk devs receiving death threats over the new delay. This is serious. Not one or two people, countless people are threatening death to the developers of this game because they want to play it so bad. This is arguably one of the most hyped and most anticipated AAA games of all time. I mean, you're talking, I don't even know how many people are waiting to play. Everybody is waiting to play this game. I want to address one thing in regards of the Cyberpunk game delay. I understand you're feeling angry, disappointed, and want to voice your opinions about it. However, sending death threats to the developers is absolutely unacceptable and just wrong. We are people just like you. I 100% condone this type of behavior. I mean, they put it perfectly at the end. We are people just like you. Saying that somebody should die because they delayed the game 3 weeks, the person sending that message, even if you're saying it as a joke, something not right up there. So anyways, I completely condone this, and I'm sorry to the developers over at Cyberpunk. That sucks. You thought this story was over? Not even close. Check out this article that dropped yesterday on Gaming Bolt. Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed because CDPR wants the game to hit 90 plus on Metacritic. We want to give the game an extra polish, says the developer. Now, if you're not familiar with Metacritic, this is what it looks like. Basically, every pretty much game, movie, TV show has a Metacritic score, and a lot of people go to this as a more trusted site when it comes to reviews. So down here, this is pretty unbelievable, this paragraph. When it comes to Metacritic, we continually aim at a 90 plus game. So nothing has changed there. This remains the goal, and Adam mentioned this is actually the main reason. This is actually the main reason for postponing the release, said Nowakowski. Probably pronounced that terrible. We want to give the game an extra polish. We'd rather be slightly ashamed right now in front of you than be ashamed in front of the players once the game releases. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you want the game to be as good as possible and as polished as possible, but it also shows like you're chasing a score. Like, I don't know, that it seems a little weird. So I mean, a developer put it out there. They postponed the game because they want to give it a little extra polish to make sure it's a plus or 90 plus on their Metacritic. That's interesting news. But this story continues. We'd be effed. Path of Exile explains decision to move expansion release date. In the action RPG world, the world that I run in, this is really big news. The people at Grinding Gears Games, I guess you should say, is bending the knee to Cyberpunk 2077 and move their game because they think that the big boy is going to eat all those profits. Check this out. So first off, they got tons of criticism, like tons and tons of criticism, and people were really, really upset with this. So Grinding Gears Games made the decision to come out and make a statement. But the commercial reality is that if we kept our original release date, we would be effed. We believe we'd lose at least half our players, most all of our streamers, a chunk of our developers, and we honestly wouldn't blame them. Wow. They have moved 3.13 to the probable launch of now January 15th. I mean, this is probably right. Cyberpunk 2077, one of the most anticipated games ever. Yeah, of course it's going to eat into you. But if it's a really good game, it's going to eat into you at January, and it's going to eat into you in December, right? So, I don't know. I felt that that was a pretty interesting decision. But the story continues. Cyberpunk 2077 bullies Everspace 2 into January. The delay of Cyberpunk 2077 from November 19th to December 10th was sweet news for just about every studio with a game coming out in November. Staying out of the shadow of such an all-consuming behemoth, even for just a week or two, can mean the difference between a success story and a sad flop, especially for indie and mid-tier games that struggle to attract attention, even in the best of times. Let's get the cyber elephant out of the room right away. The Cyberpunk 2077 release has just been pushed back to December 10th, which is a major blow to our planned Everspace 2 early access release in mid-December. The studio said in a Kickstarter update, not only will every media outlet and content creator cover the arguably most anticipated AAA game in history throughout the entire holiday season, and not much else, we also know that there's quite a bit of audience overlap with our community and our team. Okay, you guys catch all of that. Cyberpunk delayed. The devs get death threats over it. It comes out that they delayed it because they want their Metacritic score to be 90 plus. Because of the delay, they push back Path of Exile. And as of right now, they have also pushed back Everspace 2. Let's keep the bad news train going with this article from PC Invasion. Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine delayed to next year or later. Sometimes it pays to delay. I don't know about that one. Are you looking forward to Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine? Well, be prepared to look forward a little longer, as both games have been delayed. The most recent Ubisoft earnings report is the bearer of bad news, stating that the game has been moved to 2021 or 2022 to leverage their full potential in the context of production challenges during COVID-19. Far Cry 6 was initially scheduled to release on February 18th, 2021. That was the game I was anticipating, and if you have not seen that cinematic, it is freaking awesome. Rainbow Six Quarantine was meant for this year, but now they're both been moved to Ubisoft's next fiscal year. This means the games won't launch until April 2021 to early 2022. More bad news for Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine. Not good. But let's move on down the line. Halo Infinite's director Chris Lee has stepped down. Second lead in 2 years to depart this project. 343 Studios. What is going on over there? Anytime I do research on Halo, I normally see negative publicity. Gotta get it together. Halo Infinite's troubles continue as the director and studio head of 343 Studios, Chris Lee, has now stepped down. The news comes from Bloomberg. According to Bloomberg, Chris Lee explained that he is currently looking for future opportunities. I believe that the team is confident they'll deliver a great game, blah, blah, blah. As a reminder, Chris is now the second lead to leave Halo Infinite's project in the past 2 years. Wow. Halo Infinite was supposed to be launch title for Microsoft's upcoming Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S this November, but being delayed into 2021. Read this. The decision to shift our release is the result of multiple factors that contribute to the development challenges, including the ongoing COVID-related impacts affecting us all this year. I want to acknowledge the hard work from our team at 343 Studios. We have remained committed to making a great game and finding solutions to development challenges. However, it is not sustainable for the well-being of our team or the overall success of the game to ship it this holiday. Not good. Now let's talk about some good news. The good old people at AMD, Team Red, have officially dropped their RX 6000 series GPUs on us. Now, it has been an extremely long time since we had a competitive Radeon AMD GPU on the market. The last one I can remember is the 9800 Pro. Anybody that's been around for a while will remember that card. Now, this is what we found out. They're going to have the RX 6800, the RX 6800 XT, and the RX 6900 XT. And the prices for the base is going to be $580. This one's going to be $650. And the 6900 is going to be $999. That is the big boy. So $580, $650, $999. Now, obviously, right now we are going to be waiting from third-party independent benchmarkers to tell us what can these really do compared to the RTX NVIDIA's new 3000 series GPUs. Really, the 3070, 3080, and 3090. Now, obviously, these are going to be cheaper than those cards, and right now they aren't using as much power. Now, obviously, these are AMD benchmarks, so you have to take them with a grain of salt. But what they are showing, at least during their presentation, is that they lose, they win, they win, they lose, they're the same, they win, they lose, same, they lose. So basically what they're showing, at least for the 6800 XT compared to the RTX 3080, they are trading blows. So normally you want something high-end, you are required to buy Team Green and NVIDIA card. That is not the case if these benchmarks hold true to what AMD is saying. You could potentially get an entire new PC with the best GPU and with the best CPU and now potentially the best GPU as well. Time will tell, and I'm sure we will have those benchmarks shortly. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is another game that has gone gold, and no, this one has not been delayed. It is officially coming out November 10th. And with that, they have dropped on us Assassin's Creed Valhalla cinematic TV spot introducing us to Viking England. And I'm going to play that for you now. It's really only 1 minute and 20 seconds long. Enjoy this new cinematic.
How to become England's new landlord when no one wants to give you the keys? It's simple. Reputation. The reputation that could make him, her, or even him a myth. Above all, you must learn the know-how. First, dress to impress, and then make an entrance. They think we are barbarians. Do not disappoint them! And after all that, loot, of course. Don't just take anything. Take what they love the most. Obviously, they will expect us to kill everyone, but make sure to let someone, him in this case, go and tell whomever that the devil is making himself at home. And this is how you make your way into history and earn your place in Valhalla.
last and not least, Baldurs Gate 3 has officially dropped on us its first major patch. They have updated their cinematics, added in new cinematics, and of course gives us all its statistics. Now, I've already made a video this week breaking down this entire update, and I'm going to link that video at the end of this video. But to give you the overview, they've optimized overall sound settings, they've added polish, they have improved timing, again, new cinematics, and of course, a whole slew of bug fixes. Now, just a couple statistics that they have already hit us with, and these are kind of the fun ones. There's a dog that you can pet. In early access, it's been pet 400,000 times. Now, it doesn't say it in this article, but Gale is the most attacked character in the game, but also Gale is the most romanced character in the game, 33% of the time, and Shadowheart is right behind him at 31%. So big update, new cinematics, new polish, new timing, bug fixes. Honestly, the game just is going to continue to get better. Larian Studios so far has done a really good job, and the game maintains its very positive rating on Steam. Alright everyone, that's the video. What did you think of the weekly news roundup for week 44? Is there potentially a big story that I missed? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We now have over 380 members. Great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Thank you all for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Don't forget to join the official Action RPG Discord and have a happy Halloween. Aaron, out.